you doing today? My name is Mr. Hayes, and we're going to be making old-time soft sugar cookies using the metric system, courtesy of Miss Libby Adams. First, we're going to use shortening. Now with your shortening, that's what other people use. I'm going to be using butter, which makes it a little bit more rich. Our first ingredient, butter. That's going to be 120 milliliters of this. Now, first we're going to add in our butter. Now, usually you would use 120 milliliters of shortening, but we're using 120 milliliters of butter so we can make it a little bit more richer. Now, this is your 240 milliliter cup, but we only use 120 milliliters of butter. Now, we're going to be adding also 120 milliliters of all-purpose sugar, which I also have pre-weighed. Next, we're going to be using another all-purpose sugar, which is brown sugar, but I have it pre-weighed in two different metric systems. One we have in a 79 milliliter cup, which we've also topped off in pre-weighings. The second we have is a 59 milliliter cup, which I've topped off in 41 to make it the 120 milliliters that we need of brown sugar. Now it's time for us to cream these together. I think that did the job. Now we're going to mix in our egg. That's one egg. We're also going to use 200 milliliters of buttermilk, which I also have pre-weighed. Now follow with that, we're going to use 6 milliliters of vanilla, but I'm using lemon extract to make it a little bit more lemony. 6 milliliters, as you can see. Now, it's time for us to mix these together. My handy dandy spoon. Now that we have those mixed in, it's time for us to combine our dry ingredients. Now our first dry ingredient that we're going to combine is 480 milliliters of all-purpose flour. Get our 480 milliliters going. We're going to use this. Top that off like so. Now since we're using 240 milliliter cup, we're getting 2 to add the equivalent of 480. Another top off like so. We're almost there. Now we're going to add 3 milliliters of salt. Next, we're going to follow that with 3 milliliters of baking soda. Now it's time for us to mix those ingredients together before we chill it. You want to be sure you mix it both ways to get all the ingredients added in properly. Almost ready for cookies. Ooh, that looks good. Who wants to taste tester? Yeah, I think those will do. Now we're going to put it in the refrigerator for about an hour and let it chill. And then after we're done chilling, we're going to go ahead and prep ourselves to put it in the oven. Now, I'll be back, but while that's chilling, just wait. Cookies are going to be well worth it. Right now we're just pre-prepping the cookies on the cookie sheet with the pan that we already had pre-prepped, and we're getting prepared to get the cookies ready. I like my cookies a little bit bigger, so that's why I'm adding a little bit more dough. I know some of your kids are looking like, where's the cookies already? You want to skip the and get to straight to the good part, right? Yeah, this came out really nice. Okay, that's our first batch. Let's go ahead and get our second batch going. And you want to make sure you spread them out evenly so that your cookies can spread out and bake nice and big like you want them to. Well, like I want them to. Looks good. You want to just eat it like that, right? Now that we have our cookies prepped, we're gonna go ahead and put them in the oven. We already have our oven preset to 400 degrees. We're gonna put it in the oven for roughly about 15 minutes so we get a nice golden brown feel. And let's get started, guys. Put the first sheet on the top. Second sheet on the bottom. Ooh. You quickly set your timer, 15 minutes, and see you guys in 15 minutes. Let's get these cookies. Who's ready for cookies? I know I am. Handy dandy. Ooh. Yeah, these came out looking good. That's one. That's number two. Don't forget to turn off the oven. Make sure all others are surrounding it. So, now that we're done making our old time soft cookies, I hope you guys have fun, as much fun as I did, of course. It's time to taste these lovely cookies, and this is courtesy of Miss Libby Adams. Perfect. So, as you can see, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I have fun using the metric system with you. You saw all my prep items, as well as my delicious cookies. Thank you, Miss Libby, and I hope you all have a great and safe night. Thank you.